Pendejo face. That is what I have tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Another pendejo face. As this team, oh my lord, this was a terrible performance. Terrible play calling. Terrible. Carson, Jesus Christ. We predicted before the game he was going to have about 200 yards. Ended up with 215. Was, what, 45 throws, completed 25, about 50% completion, whatever. Two interceptions, two touchdowns, one interception. I beg you pardon. 57 QBR. Terrible stats. At least he completed 50% of his passes. 25 out of 45 on the passing game. But Tammy, one of the biggest problems is they don't run the football. Carson Wentz was actually the leading rusher tonight with 42 yards. Like, why don't they give the football to Miles Sanders? Only 6 touches for Miles Sanders for 15 yards, 2 for Boston Scott for 7 yards. They don't run the football. Like, I feel sometimes that when they run the football, they actually, like, they it seems like, I don't know, like, they could actually be successful if they run the football a little bit more, man. Combined for 70 yards to the team running. Man, like, run the damn football. Like, you're seeing you can't, the passing game is struggling, we got that Hail Mary at the end. Richard Rodgers caught it. But it was like the one he caught from Aaron Rodgers years ago in that Thursday night football game versus Detroit. Like, come on, dude. We got to run the football, man. We have no balance. We threw the ball 45 times. We only ran it 14 times. If you take Carson Wentz's 5 runs away, we technically only ran the football 9 times. Because the other 5 Carson Wentz did quarterback draws. So if you take those 5 quarterback draws away, we only ran the football. We passed the football 45 times to only 9 runs. Our running backs only touched the ball 9 times tonight. That's unacceptable, man. Got to run the football. And you take those 42 yards away from Carson Wentz, and what? 22, 28? The running backs only combined for 9 carries, 28 yards rushing. If you take Carson Wentz's 5 quarterback draws and 42 yards away rushing. It's terrible, man. We got to run the football, man. Got to balance it out. I've always said, run the damn football, man. If you don't run the damn football, you're not going to win. Dallas got out of the way with 7 catches, 75 yards, whatever, Alshon Jeffrey, we got to get rid of this guy. This guy's like a shell what he used to be, man. You got to get rid of this guy. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. Seattle didn't play that good either. I don't know if they were playing down to the competition or what was the deal with Seattle. Russell Wilson had an okay game. He actually completed a lot of his passes. He threw 31 passes, completed 22, 230 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, QBR of 83. Chris Carson ran for 41 yards. They didn't have that good of a game either, running only 76 yards as a team. The biggest DK Metcalf, just like last year, we had no answer for DK Metcalf. As once again, he ran for 10. He caught 10 catches, 177 yards. We had no answer for, just like last year. Darius Slay's too short for him. He's a good cornerback, but he's too damn short for DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf's so damn big and strong. Darius Slay tried to do the best he could, but he had no answer for him. But this is just shit, man. Like, come on, man. Just run the football, man. At least, come on. Like I said, 9 touches for the running backs, 28 yards. It's unacceptable, man. I don't know what the hell we're going to do, man. The most common sense would be to fire the coach and the general manager. But the thing is, since they did win the Super Bowl just 3 years ago, it makes it a little bit harder. But I don't know. This team just looks lost, man. There was reports that Jeffrey Lurie was at practice on the owner. And he during the weekend he walked out of practice because he didn't like the way they were practicing. Apparently, Howie Roseman, the general manager, is telling Doug Peterson, the coach, who to play, who not to play, who to practice, who not to practice. So a report came out this week that Doug Peterson low-key wants to get fired because he's tired of getting controlled by the general manager, Howie Roseman. This is a clusterfuck. It is a clusterfuck what's going on. I mean, do you blow it up completely from the general manager, Howie Roseman, to the head coach, Doug Peterson, to the quarterback, Carson Wentz? Like I said, Carson Wentz, the problem with, it's a little bit easier because at least he didn't win you the Super Bowl. But the other two, he was the general manager when you won the Super Bowl, and the other one was the head coach when you won the Super Bowl. So it's kind of hard just 3 years later to just let go, especially when you have made the playoffs the last 2 years. Just 2 years ago, you beat Chicago, and then you almost beat New Orleans on the road. So I don't know. And like I said, 3 years ago, you did win the Super Bowl. So I don't know what the hell you do. This is a bad situation you're in. But But it's just bad, man. And like I said, Carson Wentz, he's actually the easy one to get rid of. The problem is he might be the hardest one to get rid of financially because of all the money you have to pay him. Nobody's going to take on that fucking contract, man. At least not until like 2022 when the contract gets a little bit more cheaper. Unless Indianapolis, Frank Reich, the former offensive coordinator, wants to take him over Phillip Rivers and thinks he can turn him around like he did in 2017. But I don't see a lot of takers for Carson Wentz because of how bad he is and how expensive the contract is. But I don't know, man. This is a clusterfuck. Like I said, if we're stuck with this team, at least run the football, man. Like I said, run the damn fucking football, man. Run. You can't only have your running backs combined for 9 carries and fucking 28 yards. It's unacceptable, man. It's unacceptable. Yeah, run the football, man. I understand the offensive line, it's not the best, but you have to run the football. You have to at least try to run the football, man. And then they put in Jalen Hurts for one play, he completes, and then they take him out. Like, what's the fuck's the point? Everybody gets so excited we see Jalen Hurts in, and then he completes the pass, and then they take him out. What's the fucking point? Like, they usually, like, I don't know, man. I think he completed to Alshon Jeffrey, too. Alshon Jeffrey, I believe he only had 2 catches, so one of the catches was to Jalen Hurts. So I don't know, man. This is a clusterfuck. And we might be stuck like this for a while. Especially with Carson Wentz's contract. I don't know, man. It's unbelievable how bad they got. So, like, 3 years ago, we won the Super Bowl. 2 years ago, we won a playoff game on the road. We almost won 2 with the Saints. And now, the last 2 years have been bad. Carson Wentz has gotten sacked 46 times. And it's only fucking week 12. We got about 5 more weeks to go. And this guy's going to get sacked over 50 times. It's terrible, man. It really is terrible, man. I don't know what to think about it. I'm just going by the motions now. I don't really care. I'm more focused on losing at this point to get I think we have the 7th pick right now in the draft. So I'm more focused on that right now. But I don't know. It's like you kind of want to just play good and then lose. You know, like I said in the pregame live stream, lose 34-31. Have Carson Wentz have a good game, get his confidence up, and then lose by a field goal for the draft. That's my mentality. Have a good game, but then lose at the end. I don't know. The defense actually played good. Only 23 points tonight. The defense really played good. They had like 2 turnovers on stopping them on 4th down, so they played good. But how much is that going to continue? They're going to lose motivation because of Carson Wentz, how bad he is. Anyways, I'm on like a light. Have a good night, everybody.